Say you're in Robertson County and you're west of Bald Prairie. This is when you're going to be needing to get into your storm shelter. Those are the areas that are affected, and now is the time to go. Again, lowest floor of your home, out of a mobile home or manufactured home. Take some steps to cover your head. Keep that safe with a helmet. You can grab some blankets or pillows and wrap those over you. Might seem a little silly for a moment, but again, this is to protect you and keep you safe in the event of flying debris. Let's go ahead and take a look at a strong thunderstorm that we have in Hamilton County right now. The National Weather Service just issued a statement on it. It's not severe, but it's moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour with nickel-sized hail possible. That shadow, called the umbra, is going to be projected down to the surface of the Earth, and in this case, it's going to take just a little less than 2 hours to get across North America. And that pinhole projection, that shadow, well, if you're underneath that, that is totality. Caleb Chevalier here answering some questions about Lake Waco and the water levels. It's about 2 feet below full right now, but that still equates to about 91.5%. And we've roughly been there since September. That's actually in a pretty good spot. Everyone loves a good fried Oreo. I decided to shake it up a bit. This is a red velvet fried Oreo. Come look at this. Come look at this. This is what it's all about. My personal trainer is going to hate me for this. I'm so sorry. On this side of the boundary, it'll be hot. On the other side of the boundary, for most of us, it'll still be hot, but worse. We're talking hundreds out here and upper 90s up here. That's a little better, but it's not great. Didn't see anything from our vantage point that was spinny, but we were in the right place at the right time, and fortunately didn't look like anything was actively touching down at the moment. You've heard us in the past probably talk about supercell thunderstorms and hooks, and the hook echo, and how that can be pretty much your favorable spot for tornado. And we certainly do have a hook that has developed on this storm over the past few minutes. Well, they are here. The winter weather advisories have been posted for the entirety of the region, and those go into effect around midday on Sunday and should be lasting through the Monday morning hours. And again, that has been posted for the entirety of the region. It was a great afternoon temperature-wise, but this evening that front will be crashing through, with some locations having really already experienced that as we speak. So then we get into that Sunday, late Sunday into Monday morning time frame, and we're talking about winter precip, right? Well, what kind of precip types? Well, for the Brazos Valley and our southern fringe, that cold air should be just shallow enough to allow any precipitation that falls during that time to fall as rain, and then we'll freeze on contact. That should be freezing rain. For most of us, though, it should fall as sleet. The cold air at the surface should be just deep enough to allow for any rain to freeze into a sleet pellet before it reaches the ground. Now, I say sleet with occasional mix because, yes, it likely will mix in with some freezing rain at times. What I don't think it'll do is mix in with snow. It looks like snow is going to be not part of this picture. It'll be staying to our north and northeast. So from Future Track's point of view, we keep things clear tonight. But again, by this evening, that Arctic front is already barreling through. So tonight, very cold, and we're going to get maybe by even lunchtime, the first little bits of some sleet or freezing rain trying to fall across the region. That would be at the soonest, but certainly as we go into Sunday afternoon and evening, that light freezing rain and sleet will begin to fall. Overall, this should be light activity, like the actual rainfall rates or sleet rates shouldn't be too heavy at one particular time, but it could all add up to something that's definitely going to impact some travel. So we'll get to that in just a moment. But again, Monday morning, here we go. Still some of that light and steady freezing rain and sleet falling, that wintry mix for most of us. And even by that Monday afternoon, we're still seeing a little bit out there, especially toward the I-45 corridor before it finally all starts to leave. So ice accumulations with this, we could be looking at up to 1/10 of an inch of ice or a little bit more out by I-45. And we're talking a little bit less than 1/10, but still in those hundredths of an inch mark for most of us. And that's still a big deal. This is not going to be something that'll be bringing down power lines or branches, but this absolutely will affect travel. It will make roads not great for travel, and that is why that winter weather advisory is there. So we also have the wind chills to talk about. The cold air settles in. We've got some morning lows in the teens coming up, but it'll feel like maybe the single digits to teens on Monday morning, and we could have wind chills on Tuesday morning below zero. The actual temperatures will be in the low teens, but again, those northerly winds really pushing those wind chills below zero for many of us. So that's something we will, again, have to monitor. So actual lows in those teens Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning as well. We're going to spend a big chunk of time, consecutive hours below freezing. We'll finally breach that mark sometime Wednesday with some sunshine.